If you're gearing up for the FCE exam, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That one section that can make your head spin. Keyword transformation. But what if you had a master key? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to find it and crack this thing together. Let's get into it.
Okay, be honest. Does this look familiar? You see the first sentence, you see the key word, and then you just stare at that big empty gap and nothing. Your mind goes blank. You know the answer is hiding in there somewhere, but it just won't come out. It's a super common, and let's face it, super frustrating feeling.
And look, you're not alone in feeling that way. This part of the use of English paper is specifically designed to be tricky. It's testing a bunch of things all at once, and yeah, it can feel less like a grammar question and more like some impossible riddle. But here's the thing about puzzles. Every single one has a solution.
So, let's break this challenge down. Let's look at exactly why it's so tricky, and then we're going to build a system you can use to beat it every single time.
Now, this right here is the crucial point. Success isn't about trying to memorize every single grammar rule that exists. No way! It's about training your brain to spot the patterns. The question is literally handing you clues, and our job is to become expert detectives who know how to read them.
And how do we do that? With this, your 3-step master key. This is a simple, repeatable method that you can apply to any keyword transformation question to just unlock the answer. It turns that impossible puzzle into a simple process. Okay, you ready? Here it is. 3 simple steps. Step 1, just focus on the keyword they give you. Step 2, find the overlap. What are the words or ideas that don't change between the sentences? And then step 3, this is the magic part. You use those clues to identify the real task. What grammar point are they actually testing?
And this quote just nails it. You have to figure out what the question requires. Are they asking for a passive sentence? A specific phrasal verb? Maybe a conditional? That's step 3, naming the challenge so you can solve it.
All right, enough theory. Let's put our master key to work. We're going to look at a few of the most common grammar patterns you'll face, so you can see exactly how this 3-step process works in the real world.
First up, speculating. This is when the first sentence is all about certainty, possibility, or impossibility. You know, I'm sure he's here, or perhaps she's late. The exam absolutely loves testing this with modal verbs.
Think of this table as your secret decoder ring. Seriously, you spot the clue "I'm sure" in that first sentence, your brain should immediately go to must. You see perhaps, think may or might. See it's impossible, you're looking for can't. This is exactly what we mean by identifying the task. You're not guessing, you're just connecting the clues.
Let's move to our next pattern. The classic active to passive transformation. This is one of the most frequent patterns you're going to see. In fact, that first example we looked at with the CEO, that was it.
The whole key here is just spotting the swap. In an active sentence, the doer comes first. But look at the passive. The receiver moves right to the front. The moment you see the object of the first sentence become the subject of the second, ding, 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 that's your signal. Your task is to build a passive sentence.
Here's another common swap they'd love to test. This one plays with positive and negative ideas using these 2 little words, to and enough. They often mean the exact same thing, but are structured in opposite ways.
And this is the pattern in action. Just look at the flip. Too dirty becomes not clean enough. The structure totally inverts. A positive sentence with the negative word becomes a negative sentence with a positive word. Spotting that opposite relationship is how you solve this puzzle.
Finally, let's talk about the infamous phrasal verbs. I call them traps because, well, they rely on you knowing a very specific vocabulary item. Our very first example used one of these, call off.
So if your keyword is a small preposition like off, down, or on, it's a huge signal that you're probably dealing with a phrasal verb. Your task is to match it with a verb from the first sentence. Cancel becomes call off. Reduce becomes cut down on. Tolerate becomes put up with. This isn't just vocabulary. It's a superpower on this exam.
So, we've looked at the challenge, and we've decoded some of the most common patterns. Now, it's about making the strategy your own. You are now equipped to stop guessing and start analyzing.
So if you remember just one thing, remember this number. 3. 3 steps to your master key. That's it.
That's the entire system. This method isn't magic. It's a strategy. And by applying it consistently, you are no longer at the mercy of the question. You're in control. You have the master key right in your hand.
The only question left is, where will you start? Will you hunt for phrasal verbs, practice the passive voice, or master the modal verbs of speculation? The code is right there waiting for you to crack it.